can be treated as something that is really for real. And now fast forward to today. Today, we have even more. The set of algorithms within AI is constantly growing. And within AI, we also have developed a very interesting fresh paradigm, which is called generative AI. Here you have large language models, large diffusion models, models that can allow you to generate a video, an image, a text, a piece of code, and you can use them very creatively. We earlier thought that AI is suitable for different purposes, not necessarily creation, creativity, or communication. But this new paradigm of AI really challenged that view. And I think the situation in which we are right now is, well, an option where artificial intelligence really challenges what we think about creativity. Think about possibilities of working together with a large language model or building a text in different styles. That's just one of many examples. Moreover, artificial intelligence is also changing the patterns of our communication. I myself have started exploring that by creating my own avatar, which is a digital render of myself, and also a clone of my voice that I can prompt using a large language model. And I can have my avatar say different things in different styles and in different languages to many different audiences, which I think presents itself as a great opportunity for marketers, but also for all creative people about displaying, different forms of communication simultaneously. Let's have a listen.
Good morning. I am pleased to welcome you to this great conference. I am the avatar of Professor Alexandra Prsegalinska. Buen día. Me complace darles la bienvenida a esta gran conferencia. Soy el avatar de la profesora Alexandra Prsegalinska. 良い一日。この素晴らしいカンファレンスに皆様をお迎えできることを嬉しく思います。私はアレクサンドラ・プゼガ・リンスカ教授のアバターです。
Moreover, what I think is very interesting is that artificial intelligence in general and generative AI in particular is really changing the format of creation. How we write, for instance. For me, a great example of that is my own endeavor, a journey that I've been through for the past couple of months. I've been writing a book together with my co-author, Camila Triantoro. The book is called Converging Minds. And it's about how our minds converge with artificial intelligence, how we can collaborate efficiently with artificial intelligence, and also how we can really write the book together with it, which we did. And we had a particular method of working together with AI on writing that book. Namely, we have used a couple of different large language models like Claude, like ChatGPT and Llama, and we have developed agents within those models that could help us in particular parts or tasks related to writing this book. The first agent was an idea generator. And that agent was responsible for coming up with fresh new ideas, titles for book chapters, and what to write in those chapters. So it was kind of the start. Then another role that I think was very interesting was a style editor. This one was responsible for changing our style and adapting it to our audience. This is something that, by the way, AI is really very good at. So we had that agent come up with a different style of writing that, for instance, would be more acceptable, more digestible for college students. If we noticed that our book or particular chapter was written in a cryptic style, we would have the style editor rewrite it once again. Then we had the third role, that was the field expert. And here we appended to our agent plenty of different documents about AI, about machine learning, about human-machine interaction, things that were important for us in this book. And we consulted that agent on those particular matters meritorically. It was very helpful in consulting on definitions and concepts, etc. But the most important, and I think most fun in a way, role was a critic. We decided to develop an agent with an identity of a severe book critic that was actually quite critical of our book, not necessarily very positive about it. And each time we would finish a chapter, we would send it to the critic that would give us remarks about what we did wrong, what we could improve. And that was something that really elevated that book that I hope many of you will be able to read very soon. Now, we spoke about communication and creativity, and that leads us to marketing and the most recent study that I did together with my team here at Kosminski and at Harvard. Why marketing, you may ask? The reason is that marketing, I think, is the most receptive field for generative artificial intelligence. Marketing is very much about creation, but it's also about strategy. It's also about certain routine tasks that are, to some extent, automatable and are also measurable. But mostly, it's really about this creative component, where I think marketers do a great job. Can AI help them? Was actually the question that we had here in our research work. And you'll see the results very, very soon. But before we get there, I want to tell you a bit about the normative stance that we had here, because our concept, I think, in many ways was quite peculiar. We didn't want marketers to simply work with artificial intelligence by asking it questions and getting answers. This is your usual interaction with a large language model. This is how it's typically looking like. Now, what we wanted instead was an alternative version of that large language model that was capable of asking additional questions and figuring out whether it has done a good job, or maybe you need any additional information, or just simply summarizing what it has done for you, which actually increased the dialogue. It caused a situation where human agency was elevated. The human was very much involved in that task, but it was still using the power of generative artificial intelligence. That is what's collaborative AI about. And I think that is something that makes it very beautiful. We have humans in AI in synergy. Now, another thing that we've discovered in that study is that when you think about a job of a marketer, usually you have some routine tasks, as I said before, and creative tasks. You can have something like competitive analysis. But on the other hand, you have something more creative, like a persona creation. And we allowed the marketers in our study to actually figure out what they wanted by themselves. If they wanted AI to be used in those only routine tasks, that was completely fine. If they wanted to use it for more creative purposes to augment their own creativity, that was their choice as well. So we had this bottom-up approach where the marketers themselves were exploring artificial intelligence in most suitable fields. And the results, I think, were quite spectacular. We saw an increase of efficiency and job productivity by 40%, but even more importantly, we saw an increase in job satisfaction by 60%, which is quite a lot. And it tells us that people felt in control, they felt in charge, but they could still harness the power of generative artificial intelligence. Now, with that all, you can still go even further. We don't stop there. We thought, okay, if we know that people have different patterns of using generative AI, how about making it even more personalized? So what we are doing right now, and what is our next step, is actually a research on AI versus personality. People have different pace of work. They have completely different personalities. And I think artificial intelligence can adjust to that. It can become even more human-centric. So you will work with it according to your style, your needs, using your particular formats, templates, vocabularies, and pace as well. And I think this is a very big promise and an endeavor that I am very much looking forward to. The goal of it all is really to harness the opportunities of generative artificial intelligence, because I think particularly in this collaborative approach where we have a synergy of human and AI working together with you on parallel, or just adding something to the tasks that you're doing, this is a very big promise of just having jobs that we actually enjoy in marketing and beyond. Thank you.
Hey everyone, let's take a few more minutes to celebrate your success. Here are our favorite campaigns of the past few months across the region.
First up is LC Waikiki from Turkey, who wanted to understand the true impact of meta ads within their performance, working beyond a last-click attribution model to optimize their marketing budget. They set up a conversion lift study with custom events, including website visits from various channels, and identified the following results driven by Meta: 11% lift in online purchases, 15.6% lift in organic search sessions, 15% lift in paid search sessions. What a great success! Let's also celebrate Shine, the online banking company from France. who wanted to encourage potential new customers to create an online bank account and try their services. They used the Meta Conversions API business tool to safely capture and share customer activity information with Meta and ran photo and video ads showing how simple it is to sign up. Advantage Plus placements automatically delivered them across all of Meta's placements, and they witnessed a 49% increase in conversion events and a 41% decrease in cost per sign-up. Now that's impressive.
We are grateful to collaborate with such inspiring brands across the region. Stay tuned for more brilliant success stories after the next session.
Hello everyone, I'm very happy to be here with you today. My name is Goksu and I lead the monetization product marketing team at Meta. We just heard about how a collaborative approach for Gen AI in marketing can lead to more creative, effective, and humane marketing strategies, reflecting a future where technology enhances human connection. At Meta, we build our products as tools for connection, and I look forward to taking you through our 2024 priorities with regards to AI and automation. We just have to look at a few of these predictions to see that there's lots to be excited about. Within the year, 91% of marketing agencies plan to use AI. By just next year, AI-enabled marketing organizations will shift 75% of their production staff to more strategic activities. By 2026, 80% of advanced creative roles will be tasked with using generative AI to achieve differentiated results. By 2027, nearly 15% of new apps will be generated by AI. And by 2030, AI-driven marketing is anticipated to drive 45% of the total global economy. Marketing has evolved significantly over the last 10 years, and AI is going to continue to be critical to your success in advertising. Marketers are already leveraging AI to be more effective, maximize results, and save time. Due to the power of AI, we've seen the following shifts. In campaign optimization, from daily campaign optimizations to a signified campaign structure that automatically optimizes for your objectives over the course of the campaign, saving you time while also driving performance. In placement and destination, from manually selecting placements and destinations for your audiences to letting AI determine the optimal placement to reach your audience and destination where they're most likely to convert. In creative, from manually testing creative variations to generative AI, dynamically developing creative iterations aligned to your brand to appeal to multiple audiences and motivations and helping you maximize your ROI. And in targeting, from manually choosing audience segments and behaviors to letting AI expand to reach audiences most likely to purchase, finding customers you may not have previously considered. Meta has been investing in AI and machine learning for over a decade. It is the foundation of our discovery engine, helps to detect and remove harmful content, enables automated messaging, and improves ads relevance and enables marketers to efficiently reach new and existing customers with profound accuracy and speed. We've long leaned on automation to help businesses achieve greater performance by delivering meaningful, personalized customer experiences. And now, with the help of AI, this can be done with the breadth, depth, and accuracy that has never before been possible. This technology relies heavily on marketers' expertise to understand context, unlock the meaning behind data, and bring effective ideas to life. Leading marketers are maximizing performance by combining their unique expertise with automation and Meta's industry-leading AI. Our technology is able to help you create these hyper-personalized experiences through advanced AI and automation. Here's how this technology works to achieve peak performance on a scale and speed and precision unprecedented in history. 1. Predicting outcomes. Our machine learning algorithms learn from hundreds of billions of user actions taken on our platforms every day, learning how to predict, anticipate trends, and harness consumer behaviors to help you maximize performance. Central to this process is maintaining privacy. 2, personalizing ads. Analyzing this data with unprecedented efficiency, our AI can match the most suitable message with the relevant audience in just 1 second. And now with generative AI, you can input creative elements such as copy and imagery to automatically generate multiple pieces of content likely to resonate with your target audience. 3, iterating at scale. Millions of iterations are executed across targeting, bidding, and creative elements to identify the optimal strategy for your business, continually refining campaigns to achieve maximum results at the most cost-effective price. We are only scratching the surface of what's possible with the combination of AI and human creativity. And Meta is continuing to invest heavily in this space to help businesses derive maximum value on our platform. We've already started that work and are testing what gets you the most performance. This might mean that you see some small changes to how you set up your campaigns, but please know that it's all part of how we build the most performant automated products for you. While we're still building towards this future, we have powerful AI-assisted tools available for you today to maximize performance on our platform. One is Meta Advantage. Meta's easy-to-use AI products help businesses improve performance and enable marketers to do more with their time and resources. Meta Advantage helps to ignite performance. It uses AI to automatically connect your offerings to the customers most likely to take action to help you maximize ROI, all while maintaining the controls necessary for your business. The proof here is that businesses that used Advantage Plus shopping campaigns saw a 32% increased return on ad spend on average. And businesses that used Advantage Plus app campaigns saw a 9% improved cost per action on average. Sustainable shoe company Rothy's used Advantage Plus shopping campaigns and saw a 25% higher return on ad spend and 15% lower cost per purchase compared to business as usual. 2, it helps you maximize resources. Meta Advantage is working for your business 24/7, so you never miss a chance to connect or convert at the lowest possible price. And the proof here is that 1 second is the time it takes for AI to match the right message with the most relevant people. Businesses that use Advantage Plus Audience saw 13+ lower cost per product catalog sales on average. And they can achieve more. Meta Advantage frees you up to focus on more strategic and creative work. The proof here is that cosmetic brand Fresh used Advantage Plus shopping campaigns and the Gen AI text variation feature to diversify ads and drive performance. They saw a 5x higher return on ad spend and a 42% jump in purchases compared to business as usual. Innovative marketers are embracing cutting-edge technology to combine their expertise with Meta's AI-powered performance solutions, ultimately achieving better performance for their campaigns. Here are some key actions you can take today to get started. Prepare your organization for the future. Ensure creative and media teams are closely connected so that ad performance can easily inform creative development. Connect teams that aim for the same overarching goal, align with an ad objective, to break down organizational silos, allow for flexible decision-making, and free flow of budgets to greatest opportunities. Consider putting headcount against generative AI roles within the marketing organizations. Test automation solutions. Test Meta Advantage. Use complete campaign solutions like Advantage Plus shopping campaigns or Advantage Plus app campaigns to apply AI across all steps of your campaign and maximize performance. Here are some best practices for adoption. If businesses prefer partial automation, they can explore single-step solutions like Advantage Plus Audience and Advantage Plus Placements. Test generative AI features available today, like text variation and image expansion. And last but not least, measure and scale. Measure the performance of Meta Advantage and scale as you see results. We are at an inflection point where Meta's AI investments offer a step change for marketers to become more effective than ever. Staying at the forefront means embracing cutting-edge technology to achieve what was previously unimaginable. And we're very excited to be on this journey with you. Thank you.
I'm Jake Bailey, and I lead our disruptors and some of our mid-market teams in North America. We work with over 1,000 US companies, and almost all of them are focused on performance marketing. Prior to Meta, I spent my career in e-commerce, retail, and software, helping to build businesses from scratch. I feel incredibly lucky to work with this team. Every day, it is my expectation that our clients set the bar on performance marketing. So today, I am thrilled to share some learnings and lessons along the way. Let's take a minute to think about where we are right now in 2024 on a macro level. We are living in a moment of transformation where the pace of change is accelerating. And over the last 6 years at Meta, I have seen so much change. And yes, there are days where, just like you, I go home exhausted. And I've also seen advertisers shift in this time from a mentality of growth at all costs to now more of a focus on sustainable growth. And with the industry shifting beneath our feet, it requires a reevaluation of what's needed to achieve that sustainable growth. And this makes your role of sophisticated performance marketer more important than ever. And there's no doubt that you feel the pressure to drive sustainable growth. We feel it too. And it's absolutely doable. I know because I see it happen daily. So I believe that today's pace of change creates a huge opportunity for those of you who are willing to truly lead out front. Now, before we talk about innovation, I want to share how we got here. Remember, the path to innovation is not perfectly linear. Here you will see what I call our performance marketing maturity curve. And a lot has happened since 2016, when we launched the Brilliant Basics. It was focused on brand results and first-party data. We knew that what got us to Brilliant Basics wouldn't last forever, so we graduated to Power 5 in 2018. 5 tactics to transform direct response performance and unlock new growth. While many of these principles are still relevant and included in our Advantage Plus suite, we have come a long way. In 2021, Apple's ATT turned the industry upside down, and we needed to shift more towards efficient CPAs and lifetime value. So we released Performance 5 in early 2022. 5 data-backed strategies that will enable peak performance on Meta. Now, we're not nearing a nirvana state for direct response. We are simply on this never-ending journey of finding that efficient frontier. So ask yourself, where do you want to be in 6 months? If you can point to where you want to be, we can tell you the roadmap to get there. Performance 5 is a dynamic, results-proven path to performance. Do you want revenue? This is the place to find it. These tactics have been tested and are foundational to your success on our platform. Account simplification. This is about reducing the complexity of your account structure. Decrease what we call your time in learning phase. Learning phase is like that first gear in driving a car. If you never get out of first gear, you can never drive faster. Automation. Our Advantage Plus suite enables marketers to utilize machine learning to capture greater efficiency. Creative diversification. Rotate in new formats to inspire action and new concepts to unlock new audiences. Data quality. Assess your conversions API integration and your event match quality scores to ensure you are maximizing signal, which fuels the engine. And results validation. This is just a fancy way of saying measurement. Measurement in a privacy-safe way to prove incrementality. Now, within each one of these, there are different levels of sophistication, which we will talk about later today. But today, I'm not here to talk about Performance 5 because our top advertisers don't lead by only using what's already proven. They set the bar for innovation by constantly testing new strategies, and they are not afraid to fail. Our team has worked with countless high-growth, sophisticated clients, and the get a competitive edge in the auction. Do you want to know how? It's through creative iteration. By building a creative growth team and shipping high throughput creative, you can gain that competitive edge. And I encourage you to get comfortable shipping new data-driven creative at a very fast clip. Now, these values will push them to be disruptors within their own categories. And the three values we see most often with successful disruptors are: one, true partnership. We sit co-pilot with our advertisers, operating as a fully integrated team. Two, innovation. Fearless and consistent testing to drive excellence for performance marketing. They always ask, what if we tried X or Y? And then the last one is speed. They execute so fast and with constant curiosity and agility. We will sometimes make a recommendation on a call, and they will make a change before the call even ends. They not only prioritize transparent, cross-team collaboration, but testing exists within each team member, not only on a centralized analytics team. So what are top performance marketers doing in 2024? Well, when I think of innovation in 2024, one short acronym comes to mind. Any guesses? AI. How did you know? All jokes aside, AI is top of mind for everyone. And you just heard about all of the amazing trends in AI earlier. And it seems that AI is suddenly everywhere we turn, far beyond the context of this presentation. AI has captured the attention of your consumers as well. It can solve basic math problems. It can turn a few words into a vibrant image, instantly bringing our imaginations to life. And it can give us the power to express ourselves through videos and music in the moment on your mobile device. These examples are practical, creative, convenient, and fun, which makes them perfect tools for connecting with other people and enriching our relationships. For marketers, AI is about helping them let go of long-held assumptions about customers to unlock huge untapped opportunity. Delivering the right message to the right person has shifted from a one-size-fits-all creative approach to personalized creative that speaks to unique individuality. It has shifted from marketing that is based upon human understanding of past behavior to analytics that can predict people's needs. It has shifted from buying space to buying audiences, and today to buying outcomes. But AI alone is not enough. Marketers are combining their customer knowledge with AI to reach unexpected audiences. And as Marketing Week described it, without human interaction, AI is just a collection of data and algorithms. It needs human intelligence to turn insight into action. Great marketing comes from combining your expertise with the latest technology. And the key to unlocking AI's potential is in your expertise. AI represents a once-in-a-lifetime first-mover advantage for marketers not seen since the advent of the internet. Meta's system is powered by this AI, and our advertisers are staying ahead by leaning in here. Now, if you wanted a hint at some of the more advanced areas where we focus with clients, this is it. To continue their acceleration, they are already looking beyond Performance 5 for a competitive edge. And I know that your business is unique, so the tactics you will leverage will be too. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to innovating together.
Hey everyone, let's take a few more minutes to celebrate your success. First up is Huda Beauty, the global glam icon launched in Dubai. As part of the brand's international expansion, they wanted to reach new customers and drive sales on their website and Facebook and Instagram shops. The brand used automated Meta Advantage plus shopping campaigns with Shops ads instead of the usual manual conversion campaign optimized for sales, and saw a 41% lower cost per purchase and 69% increase in purchases.
Let's also celebrate the Italian lingerie specialist Intimissimi, who wanted to see if using the automation and machine learning of Advantage plus shopping campaigns might increase website sales and introduce them into their ads. The results were immediate: 47% increase in website purchases and 32% lower cost per action with Advantage Plus shopping campaigns compared to its usual approach. Now that's what I call success.
We are grateful to collaborate with such inspiring brands across the region. Stay tuned for more brilliant success stories after the next session.
I'm Tino Kraus, and I lead our business in Central Europe. It's incredibly exciting to have all you here to share our vision for automation and how you can leverage it already today. Marketing has evolved significantly over the last 10 years, and AI is going to continue to be critical to your success in advertising. Meta has long leaned on automation to help businesses achieve greater performance by delivering meaningful, personalized customer experience. And this is still central to how we build today. And with the help of AI, we are helping businesses reach and exceed their goals with a breadth and depth and accuracy that has never before been possible. We envision a future of advertising where any business can use automation to reach their specific goals and optimize for what they value most, enabled by our industry-leading AI. And we already have lots of proof points. Let me share the outstanding results of businesses that use ASC, Advantage Plus shopping campaigns, one of our automation products. Businesses that used Advantage Plus shopping campaigns saw 32% increased return on ad spend, on average, by the way. And businesses that used Advantage Plus app campaigns saw 9% improved cost per action, again, on average. Let's have a deeper look at it now.
Welcome to our conversation about automation to drive business growth. My name is Kai Herzberger, and I'm a group director here at Meta. As you heard from Tino just now, we are heavily investing in AI technology. But I'm super proud having two industry leaders today to start the conversation about automation and how to drive business growth. We have Amy Watt, who's the general manager of iProspect, a leading agency we are working with, who is literally cutting edge on AI technology, working with their clients and their brands. And we have Filippo Bottacaglieri, who's the performance marketing lead here at On, who is literally the sports brand, which has lived into a lifestyle brand by now. The fun part on that, we are sitting on the couch where Roger Federer, whom you might know, a superstar in tennis, announces retirement. So even more exciting, automation and Roger Federer. So how much more can you do? With that, we're going to start into kind of asking the first question. Amy, the first question to you. Automation, it's not a buzzword anymore. It's literally something which has been dear into our marketing daily life. How do you see automation for yourself and also in the intersection with the clients?
Yeah, so I don't think agencies can afford to be hesitant when it comes to automation. I think it's do or die. There's been lots of headlines around creative agencies and what AI means for them, but we're super excited for what AI and automation means for media agencies. And iProspect, we put our stake in the ground a long time ago around AI and automation, and we are significantly ahead of the big six agencies when it comes to adoption and use of embedded AI across Google and Meta product suites. For us, the question isn't should we or shouldn't we be embracing AI? It's very much a different set of questions. You know, what's the role of a media agency in an AI-driven world, and what's the role of media practitioners? Secondly, what does best practice look like when everybody is using the same set of products, and how do, as an agency, we create competitive advantage? And then lastly, how do we attract and retain the best talent to help work with platforms to shape the future? So really, they're the questions now that we're focusing on.
Oh, super. Thanks so much for that insight. And I think it's kind of that embracing piece is so important, but also kind of the hesitance that we have seen literally at the beginning with AI and automation. Over to you, Filippo. You're working literally as the performance marketing lead in EMEA for On. So how do you see automation for On?
Hey, first of all, thanks for being here. Really happy. And then at On, innovation has a fundamental role, being from product development or for our sustainability efforts, but even for our marketing activities. So we're always keen to test the latest technology, and Advantage Plus is definitely something that the team has put a lot of work into in the last year. I can already share some products that the team loves to use from the A+ toolkit. First of all, the Advantage shopping campaign is really like by far the best tool where we can see performance, specifically when it comes to efficiency levels. That's really like the groundbreaking product that we're really proud to use. And then we're also using PLV, so product level videos. There we're elevating the catalog ads to the most premium look and feel. And we've done that thanks to a collaboration with one of the Meta partners like Celtra. And yeah, we're really super happy with the results we're getting so far. Finally, something really basic but still important, Advantage Plus campaign budget, which used to be the old CBO. Nothing new, but it's still like an amazing tool, and we still use it for our retargeting campaigns, and it works wonders.
Super. Thanks so much. As you can see, Amy and Filippo are really deep into the machine room. It's not about only the strategy, but both of you are really deep in the machine room with our Advantage Plus campaigns and the products that we have. There's one nuance, and Filippo, going to you first on the next question is, automation, as you said, just is kind of driving definitely conversions and direct response. But how do you see kind of the intersection between conversions and brand? And what is the sweet spot on how automation can help you as a brand there also in the market?
Yeah, that's a very fair point. I mean, we're super happy with the performance side of things, and the brand is what we're trying to explore further. I think this is a bit where the challenges are sitting at the moment, when I think specifically of placements and audiencing. When it comes to placements, we still use Advantage Plus as our standard setting, but we need to make sure from a manual standpoint that all the creatives fit and are optimized for each placement. So the 1-to-1, the 9:16, and the real safety zones, that all needs to be double checked before we upload. And that's a bit where we kind of find the relation between automation and manual work to make it work at its best. Really have like high standard when it comes to brand guidelines, and we want to make sure that the assets are perfect when showing on the platform.
Amy, you have been literally at the intersection as a strategy lead at iProspect. So when I'm thinking about kind of one of the interviews, and I have to read it up, is automation is the holy grail of full funnel marketing.
Yeah.
I think there's something in there which performance marketeers always kind of a bit hesitant on, but tell us a bit more around that.
Yeah, sure. So I can't quite remember where I said it, but I think what I meant was that automation for us, it really unlocks almost a virtuous flywheel of growth. So if you bear with me, the first thing we do as agencies is that we unlock efficiencies by using a diversified set of AI products. And with the profitability or with the efficiency that we gain, we then invest in creating better advertising experiences. So making it more personalized, making it more customized rather, and that gets us better insights on both the creative, but also the audience. And then we take that efficiency and we use it to sharpen our execution. So, this means automating delivery. It means using more predictive analytics. And again, the efficiency that we gather there, we then make sure we reinvest in top of funnel storytelling. And that becomes the virtuous flywheel. And the whole thing is underpinned by automation and AI.
I love that flywheel experience, and for all of the audience, take that flywheel with you, because it's not about kind of only performance, it's also about brand, and I think that's where the sweet spot is of automation coming together. Amy, you just touched base on data, and Filippo, you as well, kind of giving some stats on the campaigns that you have been run with us. How has the measurement framework for you changed with the entry point of like AI and automation? Is there something you can literally share with us? I'm going to start with Amy.
Yeah, sure. So earlier on, you talked about brand and demand. We're really keen to eradicate that language altogether. I think it's created artificial silos that we're still trying to unpick. As agencies and brands, we're moving to a world where it's not about brand and demand as a thing. It's about ever more connected, effective storytelling. And at iProspect, we're embarking on a huge piece of research called the Great Brand Reset. And really, that's trying to understand what the rules are of modern brand building, of blended measurement and metrics that matter. And really, it's video and modern video that has caused this fundamental shift because it's compressed the funnel so much. And you can take a customer from inspiration to transactional action within a single touch point. You can deliver a full funnel experience within a single channel. And the challenge has been, how do you measure that? Because if you zoom out, obviously that's one element on a much bigger media plan. And so, we think we have the answer. The answer is there's no silver bullet. You need blended measurement. You need incrementality, attribution, MMM together. But we're still very much on a journey with our clients to educate them, because a lot of them have internal business pressures that they're also fighting against, which means they can't quite get the right framework in place.
Mm. And Filippo, as pointed out, you are one of the leading advertisers for Meta on the Advantage Plus solutions that we have. So how do you take that data piece, knowing as a brand, you're literally kind of measuring everything? How do you take that data piece onto automation when you're thinking about your team as well?
We live and breathe in data. We have a fantastic in-house team of data scientists. So we do all the segmentation and the data digestion that we can internally. And then we use it across all our functions to really leverage this knowledge that cannot be ignored anymore. Specifically in our team, we're called performance marketing team, but in fact, we're a brand performance marketing team. You can't separate the two anymore, and the challenges are always to be building the brand and at the same time deliver on performance and net sales. So we need to look at the full spectrum of the funnel, and within the year we try to focus on the performance side of things and really drive those efficiency, whereas when we look at the longer plan, we're trying to build the brand across many years and throughout our brand build campaigns and so forth. So we know that one helps the other inevitably, but we just have different time windows to measure the effect. And ultimately, we see a lot of correlation between the brand builds and the brand investment at the top of the funnel, and then maybe some down the line on search queries or the brand demand increasing, and there's clearly a strong correlation there.
Well, super insightful. Thanks so much, both of you. Would love to close a bit, just kind of thinking about two dimensions of a question, and Amy, starting with you again, is kind of, what are you most proud of at iProspect in the last 6 to 12 months? And what would be an ask that you have, in particular for advertisers you're working with like us, and also like advertisers that you have in your portfolio? And the same question then, Filippo, after Amy, to you.
Yeah, sure. So in terms of being proud of for the last 12 months, I think that, back to that question of what is the purpose of a media agency and media practitioners in an AI world? If all we do is optimize towards performance, we get to, I think it's Ray Kurzweil who talked about singularity, when actually it's the job of media agencies and creative agencies to inject originality and to continue to be stewards of attention. So we've done a huge amount of work in that space. And I think, if I were to zoom out 12 months from now, success for us would be we continue to maintain our position as leading stewards of attention. We have created new business models with AI. We have automated media and business tasks. We are generating faster and more accurate analytics. And I think most importantly, we're using AI to buy towards outcomes rather than media metrics. So that would be nice.
Super. Thanks so much. Filippo.
I mean, many things to be proud of. First of all, I think the team behind it, when specifically at the paid social team, from Demi, Paolo, David, and then Sierra, they're really the people behind it. We talk a lot about automation and AI, but it's the people behind it that enable all of this. So no need to be scared about robots taking over our job anytime soon. But yeah, also when looking at more specifically in the metrics and the success stories, we can be very proud of all the case studies and the advancements that we've achieved. I can mention a few from the products that we've been testing. The Advantage shopping campaign that I mentioned before is really the one that drove most of the strong results when it comes to ROAS specifically. We've tested this across different regions, so from Japan to the US and Germany, and really the result positive across all regions. We go from a plus 40% ROAS up to plus 400%. So yeah, versus the standard campaign in the same region. So really strong results there. Obviously, we know that the campaign by definition is supposed to find those high intent users, but even when splitting between new and returning customers, we see that even within the new customers, we see a ROAS higher, even up to 100% versus the baseline. So they're very happy with the results, and we should be proud of it.
Yeah, I can really chime with that, because we are really focused on ASC, Advantage Plus shopping campaigns at the moment, and we've seen phenomenal success with the product. So a lot of our clients are retailers. There's one retailer in particular, for every $1 of investment, we saw a $7 return, and that's a 700% ROI. And we haven't really seen that since, you know, the days before Apple's privacy kicked in. We're also thrilled to have been able to have first access to Sandbox and to experiment alongside Meta and to really share learnings backwards and forwards. But now I think the most exciting part of, you know, Meta's product suite is, you know, taking those learnings and actually building our own competitive advantage in our own product. And there's been two things over the last 18 months that we've been working on really closely together. Two tools. One is a creative intelligence tool called Artemis, which allows us to deconstruct different elements of creative and understand which elements are most hardworking, and attach an ROI to those. And now, secondly, we've developed a tool called Mugen together, which allows us to have production capabilities alongside that. So not only are we understanding the elements of creative that are hardest working, we can recompose those and test those on Meta.
Super exciting. Thanks so much, Amy and Filippo. I learned a lot. I learned a ton. Hopefully you learned a lot as well. Take away Flywheel. I think that's one which really stick with me. Brand formants also stick with me. And then don't forget people. It's all about people at the end, also in the AI and automation way. With that, thanks so much for listening.
Hey everyone, let's take a few more minutes to celebrate your success. First up is Gap in Spain and Portugal. The international fashion chain wanted to boost online sales in these markets. The solution, they added the automated machine learning of Advantage Plus shopping campaigns to their campaigns and used A/B throughout to improve their results. Online sales grew by 23%, and there was a 19% decrease in cost per purchase. Such amazing results.
Let's also celebrate Emma the Sleep Company from Germany, who wanted to prove that Advantage Plus shopping campaigns would be efficient, replacing their usual performance campaigns across all markets during both sales and off-sales periods. They ran A/B tests in 16 markets and proved that Advantage Plus shopping campaigns outperformed usual campaigns with 39% lower cost per purchase on average, and 17% lower cost per click for the World Sleep Day campaign in France. Way to go, Emma. We are grateful to collaborate with such inspiring brands across the region. Stay tuned for more brilliant success stories after the next session.
Dear EME team, I'm delighted to be here with you today to discuss one of the most anticipated moments of the year, the summer of sports. Our communities are getting ready for international competition across the region, and we are already witnessing a significant increase in content posted around sports. Sports mentions are up 36% on our platforms, plus 100% within Reels. Mention of upcoming sports games are booming. on Facebook and Instagram. Sports have shifted to digital for years. Like all media, sports games are going through a massive transformation in how people watch and participate in the events. Online streaming now allows anyone in the world to feel like they sit in the front row of the competition. The way in which people interact with the games has also shifted, with 75% of people watching sport while connecting on social media, sending messaging, doing any other online activity while watching sport. 69% of Instagram users are looking forward to interact with athletes or sports stars on Instagram. Our platforms are the perfect place for brands to take part in the conversation and meet viewers, fans, and athletes. And Reels are the connector between brands, sports, and culture. Our latest result revealed exciting numbers. Reels continue to be very social, with 3.5 billion shared every day. Daily watch time across all video types is up 25% year over year in Q4. Reels are the big next driver of culture and will be one of the most competitive players during summer competition. But now let's learn from those who have already experienced the power of storytelling to connect around sport. Today we are happy to welcome one of our partners who is an expert in sport content, who redefines culture and knows to connect with an international community like no other in the world, Coca-Cola. Hello, Claire. I'm happy to welcome you, and thanks for taking the time to inspire the EMEA Meta community.
Hi, Laurent. Thank you very much for having me. It's really a pleasure to be here. So just to introduce myself, maybe, my name is Claire de Matherel. I am Marketing Director for the Olympic Games and Paralympic Games of Paris 2024 at the Coca-Cola Company.
Okay, thanks. Claire, can you tell us more what you are preparing for the events coming?
Yeah, of course. As you know, it's really an exciting event that's happening, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for all of us. And so at the Coca-Cola Company, our main role here is really to celebrate this lifetime opportunity for the rest of France, for the whole entire population. Our role here is to first follow our values and the same values of the Olympic Games, because as you must know, we are the partner, one of the longest partners of the Olympic and Paralympic movement. And we've been partners since 1928. And the reason why we have this long-standing partnership is that we really share the same values, which are excellence, respect, and self-improvement. And so for these games, it's really a catalyst of everything we do. And we really want to set some legacy so that it's not just a one-shot, but that things really continue after the games. Two of them that are really important for us is the marketing legacy, where we want to speak to the young generation of France. We want to speak with them, we want to engage with them, and we really want them to fall in love with the brands and with Coca-Cola. The second one is about social impact, which is also very important for me, especially as a marketeer. And how does this come to life? It's basically everything that we do follows another core value at the Coca-Cola Company, which is inclusion. And all of our marketing campaigns and activations will follow this value. And we really want to make these celebrations accessible to the biggest number of the French population, and especially our target Gen Z. So accelerating our brands obviously is it's a huge opportunity for us with the games. And to do so, we're really focusing on two of our brands, which are Coca-Cola and Fuze Tea. And to do that, we've been working for the past 18 months to bring to life four major campaigns in a short period of 12 months. So it's really challenging. And these campaigns, they're basically pre-games. So we have three campaigns that fall under the pre-games, which are specifically dedicated for France, and that follow under the core creative idea of it's magic when France comes together. The first one is the Olympic Torch Relay campaign that happened last year, where we called for the French youth to apply and to have this chance to run with the torch. The second one is the ticketing one that happened in Q1, where we really want to make the games accessible to the most Partners are important, but we're also working hand in hand and collaborating with our agencies, with our creative agencies, and with other media agencies. And it's important to note that at WPP, which is the main agency we work with, they have created an entity specifically for Coca-Cola, which is called OpenX, and it really helps us navigate through their world of agencies and collaborate in an agile way with their network. So this is really important for us. And to name a few, we're working with Ogilvy as our creative agency and Essence Mediacom as a media partner. So if I come back to the digital part and how we're working with you, so we're thinking digital first. And when we say digital first, we also think platform first. That means that we really need to change our way of thinking, and that we're creating content adapted for the platforms and not the other way around. So this is really the main transition that has happened. And especially with meta content, we're really working with you, and especially for Reels, it's super important because we know that trends today are really happening super fast, and we need to be spot on with our Gen Z audience, and you know best. And working with you and collaborating with you and having the right strategy for this type of platforms and this type of content is really important. And when we look specifically at Reels, what is super engaging for us is that we're really seeing that having the right content really improves the performances of our campaigns.
Now, you say it perfectly well, and I think this is very important for also the team to hear from you. Or Reels now is core, is also not only a tool but a new language. When I look to the partnership we have together, there's something that is, I think, super impressive, and I would like your point of view on that, is the ticketing campaign also. So how Coca-Cola is managing that, which is also very important for you. And if you can take also a few minutes to come back about the app strategy, because you want also the people in France to use the Coca-Cola application, and we are working together on that. Can you take a few minutes on these two elements?
Of course, yeah, because one of the main campaigns that has been launched is the ticketing campaign, as you mentioned. It happened in Q1. Just to give you some context. So as I was saying at the beginning, it's really a once in a lifetime opportunity, and our role as Coca-Cola is to make these celebrations accessible to the French population, and most specifically to the Gen Z. But when we looked at the insights, we realized that only 22% of the young consumers in France were actually going to were at least wanted to experience the games. So it was, we tried to understand why, and the main barrier is basically inflation, the macroeconomical situation that we're facing. And so the way we wanted to do this is that we wanted to make these celebrations the most accessible possible to the French population. And to do that, we created the most accessible treasure hunt ever made in France. What does this mean? We basically took 2 red seats, stadium seats, outside of the stadiums, and we put them all across France in live, but also in digital. So we had them all over our digital touch points, and each of these seats had QR codes, and we were really inviting the Gen Z population mainly to find these seats, to go on this treasure hunt and to scan these QR codes and download our Coca-Cola application, and from there collect points. The more points they had, the more chances they had to win one of the 8,000 tickets and VIP packages that we were giving out for 2024. So that's about the context. And how did we work with you, and how did we work with Meta for this partnership? It's really by creating specifically app installation creations. And we worked with you, and we went away from our media partnership to more a creative partnership. And this is where I have to admit, it was at the beginning a little bit, we needed to trust you. It's not always easy for a company where we really have our guidelines, our set of guidelines and everything. So we trusted you with the content. You created a lot of different content with creators that were more authentic. Because we gave you this liberty of this freedom, it was really super authentic, and it really spoke to the Gen Z, and which made it even more impactful.
Thanks, Claire. And it's a bit amazing, honestly, the way we have used collectively the creator, then the business objective, and the new format you were just talking about. Can you share with us, for you, the first results of this initiative? Because it will be very interesting, of course, for all of us.
Of course. Yeah, so the results are really positive. I mean, I was really amazed by the numbers. When we look at the total brand lift of this campaign, it's really super positive. And when we look at the overall conversations around Coca-Cola and the Olympic and Paralympic Games, we really see a huge uplift. So we're super happy about this. On the second part, which was our main objective, which was about Coca-Cola application downloads, when we look at that specifically, the numbers are striking. I mean, when we did A/B testing, we really saw that there was a huge improvement when the samples exposed were actually, when they were exposed to our business as usual content with the creator contents. And here where there was a huge uplift of almost 20%. So that's super amazing. And of course, in terms of cost per application, they were also lower. So minus 14% per cost per application download. So that's really impressive. And then finally, when we look at the Reels content, it's also quite interesting because since these contents are really the most authentic ones with our target audience, this is where we see that it's the lowest cost per application download in the whole campaign. So this is something that we really focus on, and super interesting.
Yes, and I can share also to you that on our side we are super proud of this partnership, and this is certainly currently one of the most exciting partnership we have for the event coming. But the event coming is few days, few weeks now. So yeah. I'm sure that even at Coca-Cola the excitement is growing massively. 8th of May, the Flame will come to Marseille. So what are for you and your team the next priority in the coming weeks, and how do you see this next months to be for you and your investment in that event?
It's actually becoming really concrete. As you're saying, the Flame is arriving on the 8th of May, and we still have a lot of exciting events coming up, and we're working with you a lot with this as well, with the Olympic Torch Relay Tour campaign. We're looking into, we're working actually with artificial intelligence, and we're also working with Meta for some amazing content that will be specific for your platforms. We're also going to launch live experiences as well around music. So this is going to be super exciting with concerts all over France. And then obviously the games will start on the 26th of July. So that will be an international event that we're all looking forward for. So that's why we're working.
Yes, and we'll be here together, I'm sure. So thanks for taking the time, Claire.
Thank you so much.
It was very inspiring for all of us. And again, let me share how proud and happy we are to work with you on this.
Thank you so much. We are too.
Thanks, Claire. Thanks a lot.
Hey everyone, let's take a few more minutes to celebrate your success. First up is Audi in Denmark, who wanted to drive awareness and ultimately sales of the newly revised all-electric Audi Q4 e-tron. They wanted to try Reels ads, taking advantage of their full-screen format and vertical storytelling, and assess their efficiency through a brand lift study. It was a road to success. The 20-point increase in ad recall, 7.2 points higher brand lift than usual ad formats, and 37% lower cost per brand lift proved that Reels could move wheels.
Let's also celebrate Samsung in Benelux, who wanted to understand the impact of Reels-specific content for the launch of their new Samsung Galaxy S23. They discovered that using bespoke content in language of Reels drove a big uplift on brand awareness and consideration. 5.5 point in standard brand awareness compared to placements in creative and a Gen Z audience. What a boost.
We are grateful to collaborate with such inspiring brands across the region. Stay tuned for more brilliant success stories after the next session.
Hello, I'm Isabel. I am Director of Creative Shop for Northern Europe, Middle East, and Africa here at Meta. Today, I will talk about creativity in the age of automation. I will go deeper into what creative diversification is, and I will share 3 effective ways to bring creative diversification to your campaigns. People are at the center of culture, and they fluidly navigate our products from one platform to another, from Reels to Stories and Feed. That's why it's becoming so critical to create content that multiply opportunities to meet people where they are. You're no longer buying a media only, but instead a marketing technology powered by AI. How can we feed the machine and max out our ability to connect? That starts by understanding that creative is the new targeting. In our discovery engine, it's not the targeting that dictates who sees the content. It's how relevant the machine thinks your content might be for people. The more iterations of creative content you feed into the machine, the better the systems will find the right people at the right time for your message. That's the importance of creating multiple assets. What is creative diversification? When creative is similar, our system may not recognize it as different and therefore might deliver it to the same sets of audiences. Creative diversification is having a variety of ad formats, visual direction, and messages in your campaign. What's important to remember is creative diversification has been shown to drive 32% increased efficiency and 8% incremental reach. It's an essential component to creative effectiveness in a world where marketing is powered by AI. In the age of AI and automation, creative diversification wins. Brands that are seeing the most success today recognize that marketing to people who already want to buy from them isn't enough. They understand that growth comes from reaching new or existing customers that want or need just what they have to offer, but for unique reasons. In other words, they recognize that potential intent is far greater than existing intent. These brands are embracing powerful technology and modern marketing practices to join the dots between customers and their brand and products, revealing an untapped source of growth. Here is a visual example of the spectrum of diversification. On my left, similar messages and similar visual direction. Only the product benefits differs. Examples, ultra compact versus quick drying. In the middle, differentiated messages with the same visual direction. While these are both similarly designed vertical videos, we have differentiated to focus on first emotional benefits. This umbrella matches my outfit and makes me feel stylish. And a rational benefit. It's on sale for a limited time. To the right, you see an example of differentiated messages and differentiated visual direction and ad formats. This is the most differentiated campaign of all 3. Here are the 3 main components you can play with to achieve creative diversification. Diversifying visual direction, diversifying messaging, and diversifying placement or ad formats. Let's look at 3 examples of each component. Diversifying visual direction by diversifying executions to maximize returns. In this example, Turkish brand Fashfed worked with creators to introduce its new styling tool as well as creating awareness for their style variety. We work with them to create a Reels-driven brand and performance campaign. Which One Is You was produced in partnership with 8 creators, each representing a unique style. We use the language of Reels on all placement from brand to shoppable assets with original audios. The diverse set of creators was an essential part of the visual direction diversification. The campaign is fully cohesive from a brand perspective, and the design is driven by the style and resonates with 8 unique audiences. The results drove an astonishing 73% increase in sales. Second, diversifying messaging. Does your campaign explore a variety of barriers and motivators to encourage your audience to take action and resonate with them? In these examples, Amex transformed its ways of working using data-driven insights to produce diversified messaging. We effectively mapped each creative messaging to high-value audiences, delivering the most relevant content to each audience. The Gold Standard campaign was cohesive and consistent through the use of Amex Gold Card printed templates, and the message was diversified using the motivators approach around all of Gold's key USPs, welcome bonus, points, and perks. Using this approach, we were able to output creative at scale, 3,500% increase, as well as 15% lower cost per ad recall and 26% lower CPA. The winning message drove 60% of approved credit application and 85% lower CPA than the test average. The third approach, diversify placements. Does your campaign leverage all relevant placements across the platform? In this example from Prada, the Dialogue campaign multiplies its impact by using multiple placements. It builds connections with immersive, high-performing formats that meet consumers where they are. All assets are clearly related to each other across Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, Reels. This mix of brand assets and expert influencer branded content assets give a full campaign. The campaign delivered a brilliant 3 times return on ad spend. This creative journey is 1% finished, and with that, I offer you 3 prompts to consider. Partner, collaborate, and learn with us. You know what they say, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, find a friend. This journey, while just beginning, has been defined by strong collaboration and feedback from pioneering advertisers like yourself. I hope this is the beginning of a conversation, since co-creation is the best way for everyone to succeed together. Plan for an evolving creative journey with AI. Think of your strategy across 2 time horizons. What can I do today and what can I do tomorrow? Lastly, be a champion of next-gen creativity. What does it take to build a culture that embraces next-gen creativity? If creation is evolving, then forward-thinking leaders can champion the movement now. It's about being an enabler. Your partners and agencies, being open team, of course, look of the past. Just at the beginning. Exciting journey. We look forward to continuing it together. Thank you so much for your time today.
Hey everyone, let's take a few more minutes to celebrate your success. Here are our favorite campaigns of the past few months across the region. First up is the Walt Disney Company in France, who wanted to drive awareness and engagement around the launch of their new TV movie in the popular Miraculous series. Disney created a truly immersive Instagram messaging experience with messaging partner Alchemy, where people could interact with Ladybug or her evil alter ego, featuring quizzes, polls, audiovisual content, and reward cards. They shared it to a wide fan community via organic posts and ads that click to Instagram Direct. The campaign drove an 11-point lift in ad recall and a 6.7-point lift in campaign awareness. 80% of people who started the experience completed it, and 40% of fans enrolled to Disney updates on Instagram Direct. Now that really is miraculous.
I am Anne O'Leary, VP of Mid-Market Global Business Group EMEA at Meta, and I am excited to share with you some thoughts on how to make sense of the AI revolution and leverage these unprecedented innovations for growth. AI is unlocking opportunities on a scale that we see once every few decades, just like with the internet or electricity. And adaptable measurement. And to discuss this in more detail, I am pleased to hand you over to my colleague, Rishika, to deep dive into the new era of measurement.
Hi, I'm Rishika Jackerson, a marketing science partner at Meta, where our mission is to unlock the full potential of businesses on Meta platforms by transforming advertising performance and industry practices through the use of data-driven analytical methods. Today, I'll be sharing with you a glimpse of Meta's measurement solutions to help businesses like yours navigate a new era of measurement. As you're all aware, the advertising industry has undergone a seismic transformation in the past decade, and change seems to be the only constant. The result of all this change is that we now operate in an environment where advertisers are being encouraged to explore new methods and experiments to maximize the performance of their advertising spend. This piece of research from the Harvard Business Review shows that businesses who run at least 15 experiments per year have a 30% higher ad performance than businesses that run no experiments at all. This number goes even higher to 45% in ad performance over a 2-year period. This makes sense, right? Businesses that are testing know the types of strategies that work for them, so we'll see a higher ad performance. However, there is no one-size-fits-all approach for understanding impact, be it brand or performance. All tools have blind spots and methodology differences, which makes them better in some areas and not so great in others. And in this way, you shouldn't think about measurement solutions in isolation. So Meta's approach to measurements centers on 3 key pillars, which aim to help advertisers embrace incrementality and the way you think about value, help advertisers adapt and optimize their measurement strategies quickly and efficiently, and help advertisers to prepare for future changes when it comes to measuring the impact of your advertising. Now let's talk a bit about the concept of incrementality and how we're helping you to better understand the true value of your marketing. I cannot stress enough how important it is to have confidence that your measurement is accurately capturing the value of your marketing. Businesses that pick the wrong decision as the result of non-incremental measurement can actually lose out on value. For example, we've seen in our analysis that last-click attribution can undervalue ads on Meta technologies by 56% when compared to results from incremental lift studies. We believe that's because last click may not account for all the different touch points that led to a conversion. The bottom line is that it's really important to not fully rely on attribution models when making strategic budget decisions. Incrementality helps you understand which ads are driving impact for your business, brand lift, or actual sales that wouldn't have taken place otherwise. So Meta's brand and conversion of solutions are our gold standard for understanding incrementality on our platforms. With that, it's now time to look at how we're making it quicker and more efficient to implement your measurement learnings. We talk a lot about AI giving businesses an advantage in efficiency, but how easy is it to understand if AI solutions are actually going to deliver on that promise? So we've built tools and solutions that make it easier for you to maximize the performance that AI can deliver for your ads. Earlier, when I spoke about changing market dynamics, advances in automation and AI immediately come to mind here. Take Advantage Plus, Meta's suite of products that uses AI and automation to help optimize campaign results. On average, businesses are seeing a 32% increase ROAS, or return on ad spend, when using Advantage Plus shopping campaigns, 9% improved cost per action when using Advantage Plus app campaigns, and 14% more incremental purchases per dollar spent when using Advantage Plus creative. But you don't have to take my word for it. We're making it easier for you to test the technologies yourself. That's why we've introduced lightweight A/B testing capabilities, supported across the Advantage suite products. Lightweight A/B testing is a simplified test setup integrated directly into the ad creation flow in Ads Manager, meaning that now advertisers like you will be able to directly validate how these additional automation solutions can drive value. Let's take a look at a few great examples of some of how our advertisers have put this theory into practice. Launched in the UAE in 2016, online fashion retailer sixstreet.com has grown to cover the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Oman, Bahrain, Kuwait, and Qatar. Part of the apparel group, sixstreet.com sells brands for women, men, and children across many categories. They wanted to drive sales on their e-commerce platform and maximize the efficiency of their advertising on Meta apps. They use Meta's Advantage Plus shopping campaigns to reach people at all stages of their purchase journey. The campaign was measured with a multi-cell lift test, which was highly successful, with 67% lower incremental cost per order, 3 times incremental return on ad spend, and 2 times increase in reach compared to the usual campaign. Modernisa is a leading online fashion retailer that meets the modest woman's desire for chic, modern-day clothing, with a selection of over 500 brands. Founded in Istanbul, the company now sends thousands of packages every day to customers in over 140 countries. Modernisa wanted to try Advantage Plus shopping campaigns in the French market to increase the effectiveness of their ads. Utilizing ASC's capabilities, they targeted new and existing users in one campaign with fantastic results. They saw a 28% reduction in cost per purchase, a 44% increase in actual purchases, and 27% increase in reach with ASC. And finally, we've discussed the challenges you face engaging the success of your marketing efforts today. Now let's focus on how we're working to ensure that you can always measure your achievements in the future. This brings us to MMM, or marketing mix modeling, which has been around forever, but there have been some fundamental shifts in the MMM space in recent years. In the past, MMMs were built probably once a year. They were typically expensive to run. MMM outputs and conclusions were consumed and trusted by CMOs. However, these outputs were only high-level strategic insights. Attribution solutions try to stitch together paths to purchases across all of the digital platforms. These solutions provide marketing teams with granular and tactical insights on how to optimize campaigns on a frequent basis with fast turnaround times. However, these are not trusted as much as MMM since they didn't capture all touch points in the consumer's journey. So given the changes in the ecosystem, we believe that contemporary MMMs will be trusted by CMOs and marketers will find them actionable. This is one of the reasons that the marketing science team at Meta released Project Robin, a set of open source contemporary MMM codes accessible to agencies and marketers alike, available for in-house MMM. Contemporary MMMs are emerging as the only truly holistic and resilient measurement solution. To bring it all together, there is no one-size-fits-all tool for understanding impact. As the media landscape continues to change, policies and regulations are implemented, and privacy becomes increasingly important, you need a mix of solutions and tools to fit the needs of your organization. This chart speaks to how you can use the strengths of certain measurement tools to address the gaps in others. So given the complementary strengths of all of these methods, the best approach is to triangulate your measurement by using modeling, incrementality, and attribution to paint the most realistic picture of what's really happening with your media, to make decisions for both the short as well as the long term. While you're balancing the pressure from media results with long-term durability, it's so important to be agile. A good measurement strategy uses different solutions that will complement one another and therefore provide a much more robust picture of performance. To wrap up, we know that measurement is not a one-size-fits-all solution, but there are some principles that you can all use as a foundation for your campaigns. Think about your current media measurement approach. Are you leveraging innovation where it matters most? While there's a lot of buzz around emerging opportunities like AI, one of the most important areas where you should prioritize innovation right now is in media measurement. Adopt an agile measurement approach. How would you use this framework to triangulate all the different methodologies and data sources from your business to get as close to true business results? And finally, apply a lens of incrementality to everything you do and use experiments to calibrate other measurement methodologies. I'm really looking forward to all of the amazing ways it will drive more growth for your business, reach its all-time best performance, and help you make even better connections with people. Thank you.
Hey everyone! Let's take a few more minutes to celebrate your success. First up is First Media, the global digital media company from Israel. They were interested in testing the impact of branded content for direct response ad campaigns on Facebook and Instagram. Collaborating with Meta's marketing science team, they found a 26% average lift in conversions, surpassing industry benchmarks, and proved that creativity and data-driven strategies are the secret recipe for driving sales and boosting brand awareness. What a great success!
Let's also celebrate Jameson Whiskey in Poland, who wanted to build awareness of its brand and create positive associations in the country. Leveraging video products, the brand showed ads to adults aged 25 to 44 in Poland across Facebook and Instagram and achieved a 11-point lift in standard message recall plus a 4.1-point lift in message association. Jameson, you rock.
We are grateful to collaborate with such inspiring brands across the region.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to this session on the future of AI. I'm Daria Matrash, and I look after Meta's business in the UK, Northern Europe, Middle East, and Africa. I'm honored to host this session with one of the most influential visionaries in AI, Meta's very own Chief AI Scientist, Yann LeCun. Yann needs no introduction, but I'll still say a few words. He is considered one of the pioneers and godfathers of AI. And in 2018, he won the Turing Award, which is the Nobel Prize for Computing. He's a professor at NYU, the founder of NYU Center for Data Science. And finally, he's also the founder of our fundamental AI research lab at Meta. Yann, welcome, and thank you for being with us today.
Pleasure.
So you spent nearly 40 years in the field of AI, and AI became an important part of our lives over the last 2 years or so of our jobs. And there's a lot of enthusiasm around the opportunities that AI can bring. At the same time, there are some concerns about the existential threats of AI. So how do you think about this?
Well, like every powerful technology ever developed, there are good uses for it and bad uses for it. Generally, society organizes itself so that the good uses are maximized and the bad ones are minimized. I think it's the same for AI. I don't see anything qualitatively different for AI. The existential risks that some people have talked about, to me, are basically preposterous. They, I think, derive from a misunderstanding of how technology is being developed and what the capabilities of AI systems are. So current AI systems are nowhere near human-level intelligence. It's going to take quite a while before we get to that point. And even once they do, they'll be under our control.
So it won't be, we wake up one day and then we have the most advanced system. So it's going to be, in time, more incremental developments in this field.
That's right. It's going to be very progressive. There's going to be, incremental progress over the next few years using the current paradigm. And then probably, perhaps 5 years from now, there's going to be a change in paradigm. We're going to use new architectures that are more powerful, but also more controllable. I call them objective-driven AI, but it's still very much at the research level.
Great. We have thousands of viewers watching us right now, and they represent different industries. Altogether, we are witnessing a transformative change driven by AI. What do you think will be the short term? You mentioned 5 years. So what will be the short term, 3 to 5 years disruptions that we should expect and across different industries? And what do you think would be the best way to prepare for that?
A lot of the advantage of current AI technology is basically as a creative aid, either for writing or for producing visual content, right? So currently images, videos, I mean, certainly in marketing and advertising, that's going to make a big change. It's going to allow, smaller companies, mom and pop houses to produce visual content that they currently can't afford to produce using a creative agency, right? So certainly a big impact there, but also for everyone. I mean, tools make people more productive, and tools like generative AI will make creative people more productive, essentially.
No, that's great. And talking about marketing, the AI and automation will definitely play an important role going on forward, particularly in terms of enhancing efficiency and personalization. How do you anticipate the required skills in this space will evolve going on forward? And how can the companies prepare for that?
So things like product recommendation, content ranking, and things of that type are probably the areas where machine learning, not even talking about AI, has been used at the largest scale, if you want. So at Meta, for example, the entire company is built around this. Same for Google, same for Amazon. A lot of the systems have been using machine learning for decades to really kind of rank the appropriate content, filter out bad content, things like that, and making product recommendation, placing ads, all that stuff, right? So there's a long history. The type of AI that is used for recommendation and ranking is actually fairly simple because it has to run really fast. And so it's not this, it's completely different from the type of AI that we use for producing text or things like that. I think there might be a process of systems that are capable of modeling the state of mind, like being smart about not showing the same ad to the same person all the time. They get annoyed after a while.
So when you think about generative AI, it's enabling new forms of expression and creation, from AI assistants to creative features that help advertisers. What do you say would be the most excitement developments upcoming in Meta's family of apps in the next years?
Well, so you're going to see creative aids for usable by a lot of people, including mom and pop houses that advertise on Meta's services. That's going to be really important. The second most important thing is going to be basically customer care. So chatbots that can, that are more efficient than current technologies at helping customers and customer service and things of that type. Those probably are going to be deployed through WhatsApp and messengers and and Facebook pages.
Oh, that's great. My last question, can you share your views on the potential impact of AI on communities, and what are your hopes for the future?
So I'm very optimistic about the effect of AI. So essentially, in the long-term future, when we have systems that have human-level intelligence or perhaps superhuman intelligence, every single one of our interactions with the digital world will be done through AI systems. We'll be talking to them through our smart glasses. I'm actually wearing smart glasses right now. And it's actually connected to an LLM, so I can ask it questions and everything. So all of our interactions will be mediated by AI systems. This will be a bit like everyone will be the boss. So maybe it's going to create a new renaissance renaissance for humanity, right?
That's a wonderful moment to end our conversation. Thank you so much, Jan, for, first of all, very valuable insights that you offered today, but also for all the important work that you're driving in the world and for Meta. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for joining us today for the Meta Marketing Summit. I'm Carrie Timms, Director of International Marketing EMEA at Meta. We have shared a lot of information with you today, and I'd like to take a moment to highlight some key takeaways. First, AI has a positive impact on businesses and the world. As mentioned in previous talks, at Meta, we believe that AI is enhancing humanity's collective intelligence. This should instill excitement for the prospect of us all becoming managers of very smart AI teams that enable us to focus on doing more and better things with the time we have. Second, you should leverage the power of Reels and be experts in creative essentials to boost performance of creators and diversify your content mix. When it comes to performance, make sure you have your Performance 5 bases covered and then move on to the advanced tactics, leveraging your partners and embracing testing at speed. And finally, measure. It is critical to understand the true value of your Meta investment via measurement. To do this, remember to set up custom conversions and run lift studies so you can better understand your Meta campaign impact on search and other channels. Today, you've heard how you can use Meta's automation ad solutions to propel your business, be that driving performance outcomes, honing your short-form creative, or measuring what matters. What you might not know is that there are many external companies called Meta Business Partners that are experts and can take your business to the next level. Visit the Meta Business Partners Hub on our Meta for Business website or speak to your rep to understand which challenges these partners could help you meet. So that's a wrap on Meta Marketing Summit Online. I hope you're feeling inspired and can take some of these learnings to unlock growth for your business. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. We'd love to know what you thought of Meta Marketing Summit Online 2024. Scan the QR code now and complete the survey.